Hey guys, YouTube Worm here. Alright, and like I said in my last video, there are like a few subjects related to video games that I want to just talk a little bit about. And so in this video, this is going to be about one of those subjects I want to talk about. Now, I did actually try recording this video earlier this week, but for some reason, when I rewatched the recording, for some reason it was all staticky, like you couldn't really hear. So yeah, I didn't want to upload that because I didn't want to really just upload something where you guys really couldn't hear what I was saying or just understand what I was saying. So yeah, I'm just gonna try it again, and hopefully it sounds okay. If you're watching this right now, if this actually is uploaded to YouTube, which it is if you're watching it, yeah, it does sound okay. So yeah, we'll see how it turns out. But yeah, so in this video, this is just going to be something that I want to talk about regarding Nintendo. Because yeah, basically since the turn of the century, whenever Nintendo has released any consoles, it seems like they really don't seem to be doing something like the other consoles do, like Xbox and PlayStation do. All right. So yeah, what this is about is really just have you guys noticed that really just Nintendo really just doesn't really seem to really have any other features for their game console other than just really playing video games. I mean, Nintendo really just seems really insistent on just having their consoles function with video games and not really give their consoles any other features. And it's not like what the modern PlayStation and the Xbox consoles do, where they have actual additional features other than just they're able to function video games. But Nintendo just really always seems so insistent on just having their consoles just be video game systems, and just that's all they do, just able to function for video games and not really do anything else like Xbox and PlayStation can do. And so yeah, let me just kind of go over history pretty much of Nintendo since the turn of the century. Now, of course, Nintendo has been around since was the 70s. I mean, yeah, they've been releasing gaming systems since the late 70s, was it? Because of course, they had the original Nintendo Entertainment System, then they had the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, and then they had the Nintendo 64, as well as the Game Boy. So yeah, Nintendo had been around for quite a while, and they have quite the number of consoles they've released. Yeah, and then at the turn of the century, Nintendo did release the Nintendo GameCube around during the same time that the PlayStation 2 and the original Xbox were out. So yeah, in basically the early 2000s, it was the generation of the PlayStation 2, the original Xbox, and the Nintendo GameCube. And really just with the PlayStation 2 and the Xbox, they actually had a lot of additional features other than just being able to function for the the PlayStation 2 and the Xbox games. Both systems, they were able to of course they were DVD players as well. They could play DVDs, albeit with the original Xbox, you actually had to have the DVD sensor as well as the remote. So yeah, you actually had to have that to actually be able to watch DVDs on the Xbox. While on the PlayStation 2, you could just watch the DVDs out of the box, and you didn't need any adapter or sensor or anything for that. So yeah, but nonetheless, when you actually did get the accessories for the Xbox to watch DVDs, you could do it. And as well, both the PlayStation 2 and the Xbox could also play music. If you put a music CD in either the PlayStation 2 or the Xbox, they were actually able to play music as well as they did have online support as well. The PlayStation 2 just though they only had online support for a selected amount of games, while with the Xbox, of course, they had Xbox Live. So yeah, so yeah, when Xbox Live has just really become so popular, and people have just played Xbox Live for all these years, and it has become really popular and stuff. So yeah, with the PlayStation 2 and the original Xbox, they did actually have all additional features other than just playing their selected video games. And of course, the PlayStation 2 also did have the backwards compatibility to play the PlayStation 1 games as well. So yeah, that's another feature the PlayStation 2 had. But with the Nintendo GameCube, they really didn't have any of those features. The Nintendo GameCube didn't play DVDs. You couldn't play music. They didn't have any online support. There was no Nintendo Live or anything. So, yeah, really just you couldn't really do anything with the Nintendo GameCube other than just playing the GameCube games. Now, they did like have like one additional feature I think where like when you they were able to like play the Game Boy Advance games on the TV. Though you had to have that you needed that adapter in order to even do that feature. So yeah, you couldn't really just like do it like right when you got a GameCube. You actually had to buy the adapter for it. So yeah, so really just the Nintendo GameCube really didn't have the features that the Xbox and the PlayStation 2 did. If you had a GameCube, all you could really do was just play the GameCube games. Now for me, like I wasn't bothered by that because like during that time, like during the generation of those three consoles, like I had access to all three. Like my dad had an Xbox, my brother had a PlayStation 2, and I had a GameCube. So yeah, I was able to. I like had access to all three, and I played games for all three consoles. So yeah, I really wasn't bothered by it. But for like people that really were Nintendo fans and they really just stuck to like if they just stuck to the GameCube, they really just didn't really have the they have like the other feature access to any other features. They could just like play the games. They couldn't watch DVDs. They couldn't play music. Yeah, they couldn't really do anything. And for the GameCube, that like the PlayStation 2 and the Xbox could do. So yeah, that's just something like yeah, like Nintendo just like they really just like to like making the GameCube just a game console functioning for video games and nothing else. And yeah, it also continued like leading into like the late 2000s and then even like early 2010s, like during the generation of the PlayStation 3, the Xbox 360, and the Nintendo Wii. It was pretty much the same thing, and like the Wii could actually like you could play the you can play GameCube games on the Wii. It did like have that backwards compatibility, but you had to have like the right controller. You had to have like that wireless GameCube controller in order to actually be able to play the games. Like you couldn't like play the GameCube games through those like remote sensor controllers that came with the Wii. Like you actually had to have the right controllers in order to play those GameCube games in the first place. But yeah, the PlayStation 3 once again it did have the backwards compatibility with being able to play both PS1 and PS2 games, and you could also like watch DVDs and Blu-rays on the PlayStation 3, and it did have online support as well. So yeah, it still had like a lot of extra features than just like being able to play PS3 video games. And the Xbox 360, while it did not have the backwards compatibility, you couldn't like play original Xbox games on the 360. You you could still like play DVDs and you could still listen to music. It had the online support, so yeah, the PS3 and the Xbox 360 still did have like those all those additional features still, but really like the Wii still did not have like any of those features at all. The only really extra feature that it could do was like play the GameCube games as well with the backwards compatibility. So yeah, that was really just the only thing the Wii could do. The Wii still couldn't like you couldn't watch DVDs, you couldn't like listen to music. There was no online support. So yeah, Nintendo still like didn't like give the Wii any new features and stuff. And now we like leading into like the current generation now with the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, and the Wii U. Like yeah, now I really don't know like what the Wii U can do, but from what I know of it, well, from what I have seen of it, I still think like I don't know if like the Wii U can actually like play the original Wii games. I still don't. It's still like you can't watch any DVDs or Blu-rays on it. There's no online support. Yeah, it's still like pretty much just able to function with Wii U games. While the PlayStation 4, while it does not have the backwards compatibility, you can't play any like previous PlayStation game, like previous PlayStation console games on the PlayStation 4. It still does have the feature of being able to watch DVDs and Blu-rays. You can play music. There's the online support. So yeah, it has that. And with the Xbox One, I don't have one of those, so I don't know. But yeah, you can also still like watch the DVDs and Blu-rays, play music. There's still Xbox Live. And plus, with the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One, you also do have access to like Netflix and Hulu and all those other things. So yeah, you can still like there's like a whole bunch of features for the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One, but the Wii U really just, it still does not have any of those features. Pretty much all it is for is just to play video games. So yeah, pretty much like Nintendo has just like really been so insistent on just like having their game consoles just be being able to function for video games. And yeah, so yeah, why doesn't Nintendo ever like add additional features to their consoles? I mean, wouldn't you think that if Nintendo wanted to keep up with the times, they would like at least give their consoles some extra features other than just being able to play video games? Wouldn't they like want to do stuff like the Xbox and the PlayStation and stuff? But no, they don't do that. They pretty much just like stick to the video game console, the video games feature, and yeah, they don't really let their have their consoles do anything else. So I mean, why doesn't Nintendo ever do any of that? I mean, is it just because like Nintendo just, are they just too cheap to do this? Do they just not want to spend extra money to like add any additional features to their consoles? Or do you think it could just be because maybe since like Nintendo, it is like kind of geared towards a younger gamer, since like Nintendo does have games like Mario and Legend of Zelda and Pokemon and just yeah games like that. Could it be just like since like Nintendo does like their games are really geared towards like younger gamers? Could it be just because like they feel that the younger gamers really wouldn't have any use for those other features, and they really do feel like their their audience is really just like wanting to just play games and not do any of those features? Yeah, I just really don't know what the real reasoning behind this is. I don't know if like Nintendo has really ever given an answer to this, but yeah, I just really don't understand why like Nintendo really just always wants to be so insistent on just like having their game consoles just focus on video games when like PlayStation and Xbox, they at least do like give their consoles other features other than just video games with everything that I've already said that are in this video. So yeah, I just really don't understand why. I mean, there's no like Nintendo 5 or anything like there is Xbox Live and PlayStation PS Online or whatever it's called. Yeah, whatever the online system is for PlayStation. So, yeah, but yeah, why won't they ever do this? I mean, I just really do not know. I mean, yeah, if you can like tell me what you think the reason for this is, you can comment on my channel and just tell me what you think why Nintendo doesn't do this. But yeah, I just really don't really see why Nintendo really does this. I mean, like I've already said, like if you are a Nintendo person and you like play their consoles, like you really just, that's all you can do. You can just play games. You can't really like watch DVDs or any of that other stuff of on it. I mean, especially like if you don't have a Blu-ray player or anything, or if like you're just broken or something, like you can't really watch any of your Blu-rays. But yeah, if like the Nintendo's consoles actually did have that feature, you could do it on the console. But yeah, you just yeah if you but if your like Blu-ray player breaks or anything, you're just kind of out of luck until you can really get a new one. So yeah, I just really don't understand it. I mean, yeah, I just think that Nintendo probably should look into like giving their console some extra features, at least with the Blu-ray feature, because yeah, like it's because of what I just said and stuff. So yeah, and even like if they ever wanted to go down to Nintendo Live and see if like they can get like some other people, well that they do know, to like play with them or something. Yeah, I just really don't know. But yeah, you can let me know what you think about this, and yeah, let me know your thoughts on it. So yeah, I guess that's all I can really say about it, because it's just something that always questioned. I mean, since this turn of the century, and with PlayStation and Xbox like giving their consoles additional features, Nintendo just really doesn't. I just really don't see why. Alright, so yeah, I guess that's all I really have to say about this. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and what I had to say about it. And yeah, just comment on my channel and tell me what you think the reason behind this is. And yeah, give me your thoughts on this. So yeah, I guess that's all I really have to say about this. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.